Hi, my name is Dean Sickler with Golden Paintworks. I painted up this old piece of furniture using Golden Paintworks metallic paint in a color called white gold. I'd like to take you through all the steps needed to prepare, prime, and paint just about any type of furniture to achieve a good permanent finish. Plus a couple other embellishments you could also add to just about any kind of furniture. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, before I get started, I always want to remove all hardware off of the piece here, all hinges, knobs, screws, etc. Put it into a designated cup so you don't lose them. Then wash the whole piece down with a strong detergent or denatured alcohol. This is my preference because it dries very, very quickly. You can use any kind of strong detergent like Fantastic or Simple Green. Those will work just fine. But always wash before you sand. Otherwise, you may sand or drive the actual waxes, polishes, silicone right into the wood, and that causes all kinds of problems later on. You can see we have a little bit of water damage along the top here. Somebody tried to repair it at one time. It looks like with fingernail polish, which is not a bad idea, but this was never going to work because this was sprayed with a colored lacquer toner. So we'll get to it. Okay, when that is done, give it a good rub down with a damp cotton cloth. Okay, the piece is all wiped down. I'm going to use a good high quality bonding primer for my first coat, and I had it colored up to a light taupe, which is going to be similar to the white gold metallic paint I'm going to put on top of it. I'm going to put on one, maybe two coats, just to make sure I cover this black. Now, you want to make sure to use a good high quality premium nylon brush to apply both the primer and the metallic paint. Don't use a corn broom. It's important to finish off your strokes. Start your stroke from the inside, brush to the outside like this. Just feather it off. After the first coat is dry, I colored up the primer so it's a little bit darker, a little bit closer to my final white gold color. I'm going to give it another coat of this primer. My two coats of primer have dried overnight now. If the surface feels a little bit rough from dust falling into the wet paint, take some very fine sandpaper like 320 or 400 grit, very lightly go over the surface and dust it off. That's just if the surface feels a little bit rough. I'm going to take the same brush I used to apply the primer, a good high quality nylon brush, and I'm going to start applying the white gold metallic paint. The important thing is to put the paint on evenly and then stroke it all out in the same direction. Okay, it's on pretty even. Start your stroke on the inside and feather out. and then 4 hours later, a final coat. And here's the finished piece, rendered in Golden Paintworks white gold color. But that's not all we can do. You can, for example, overlay it with a stencil. Or you can use masking tape to create geometric patterns like this across your piece. I filled it in using a contrasting metallic paint color. So, any way you work with Golden Paintworks metallic paints, whether it's a straight application, putting a pattern overlay on, or a geometric overlay on top of it, it's a great and inexpensive way to give a tired old piece of furniture a new lease on life. Thanks for watching.